Hey, it's Nash, reporting on the first USA Kudo Winter Training Camp. The camp was held in Colorado Springs, Colorado, the third week of November 2015 at the Colorado Springs Budokan. It was hosted by USA Branch Chief J.D. Alexander Sensei with instruction from him, Ito Sensei of the LA Branch, and Akita Japan Branch Chief Komatsu Sensei. The camp was open to anyone who wished to train and had attendance by people from Colorado, California, Texas, Ohio, Japan, and the road. On the first day, most people arrived in Colorado Springs, but training didn't actually commence, so everyone just gathered for dinner and drinks to acclimate. And then on day 2, before training actually began, on the second day we went out to breakfast, then to the Cave of the Winds for some adventure, then headed out to Manitou Springs to drink from their 8 famous magic restorative natural springs. The water's delicious and naturally carbonated, perfect for training. Beginning that late afternoon, training got started, and it consisted of in-depth review of Kudo basic technique, followed by boxing drills. After the training, the group gathered at a sports bar to have dinner and watch Chiron Kato Sensei of Kudo, who's fighting in Bellator, on television that night. Day 3, the training started bright and early because there was over 8 total hours of very intense training, which was made all the more difficult by the fact that the dojo is at a high elevation, significantly higher even than Denver, and most people were not used to the change. The 8 hours of training were broken down into conditioning and basics, then followed by intense combination work led by Komatsu Sensei, and then the second half of the day consisted of throwing and grappling techniques, which were outside the usual Kudo syllabus, led by Ito Sensei. And then after training that day, there was an inkai, which is a traditional Japanese dojo-style drinking and social gathering, designed to better get to know everyone at the camp.
So much booze.
Plenty of fun's always had these things, and following the inkai, we went to bed to get ready for the test to be held the next day. The next day, the tests for rank were held, and those wishing to participate were put through intense examination that was filmed and sent back to Azuma Jukucho for review. The exam itself consisted of 3 hours of intense review, followed by a set number of fights, determined by the rank it's being tested for. Black belt, the test consists of a 10-man fight, typically broken down into 4 fights of kickboxing-style rules, 3 fights of only clinch fighting, and then 3 fights of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style matches. And to close the camp afterwards, those who had the time went for a final meal and then headed up into the mountains to visit the lovely Mount Princeton Hot Springs to soak our beaten bodies and relax our minds. It was the perfect end to a perfect camp. The next day, day 5, everybody left, went back to their regular deal. I would say the first USA Kudo Winter Training Camp was a success. If you can go to one, I highly recommend it. And at only $50 for non-Kudo members, or free for Kudo members, it was quite the bargain. People who wanted to could sleep in the dojo free of charge, which is of course what I did. And the instruction and camaraderie can't be beat. So give it a shot if you can. Os! Nash out.